APS professional Anthony Garcia returns to the home of APS client Rachel Carr for a follow-up visit and to reassess her level of risk.
Great to see you again, Rachel. How have you been doing?
All right, overall.
All right is a good place to be most times. When we spoke on the phone, you said you were going to contact your neighbors about the book club. How was that?
That's been really nice. Yeah, they were glad to hear from me, and now they're patiently waiting for me to feel comfortable to rejoin the group. Yeah, somebody almost every day now comes to visit me, and one person from the group, Georgia, even did 2 loads of my laundry. Sometimes her husband tags along, takes out the trash. Oh, they have been so helpful. It's lightened Riley's load considerably.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are big changes, and I am glad to hear it. I can also see the changes that have been done around the house.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what it was before, but it's progress, right?
That it is. I wanted to share that I was able to work with the library to get you access to audiobooks, and you can do that online or whenever you're ready, in person.
That'll be so nice once I get the hang of it.
Yeah, these apps can take some time getting used to. Maybe you can get somebody from the book club to help you get used to it.
Oh, yeah. Ricardo. He's really good with online stuff.
Sounds like the person to ask. Rachel, I wanted to ask, were you able to compile your bank and credit card statements like we discussed?
Yes. Riley was able to help me, and we organized them in the order you suggested. Yeah, we did it.
How was that? Is it okay if I look through it with you?
Yeah, it was tedious, but we got through it. Right there, in the front of there. Yeah. Can you hand me my magnifying glass, please? I highlighted, any of the ones I didn't recognize, and Riley couldn't explain them either. Yeah, at the beginning it seemed like it started small, like a transaction at a grocery store here, purchase at a gas station there. Then there were the video games that we noticed before, and then one of these statements had wire transfers for big amounts.
I'm glad you were able to catch that in your review. When I spoke with the bank, they shared that information with me.
Oh yes, you said you were going to call them. As soon as I saw it, I called them. They canceled this account, and I filled out paperwork for fraud. I don't know if I'll get any of it back.
Well, that's good you called the bank and they were able to put a stop to it right away.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Riley couldn't explain it either? I haven't been able to get in touch with Riley yet. How are they keeping track of your accounts during this period?
I don't know. I've always kept on top of my accounts.
What was Riley's reaction to the transaction?
I know what you're alluding to. I give the kid the benefit of the doubt. Riley's had a lot on their plate, and statements are not, the priority. Besides, Riley knows if they need money, I would give it if I could.
I see. So what do you think your next step is going to be?
Staying on top of my accounts, that's for sure. I was able to download it now that I have my phone back. The bank app will make it so much easier to access.
That's a really good move.
Yes.
It will certainly make it easier to keep track of.
Technology is good for some things. In fact, you were right. Riley's been sending me videos of the grandkids. Oh, it's been so nice.
As you know, we were able to get you approved for the state in-home care services program, but there is a waiting list for a caregiver. Have you thought any more about a day program?
I don't think I'm ready for that. Besides, it's a long drive both ways, and with Riley's schedule and using the car, besides, I don't know if I'd fit in.
It's good that you contacted the program. That's a start. And if you change your mind in the future, I can offer you some services as far as giving you a ride to the first visit.
Thank you, Tony. You always have some new idea for me. Oh, and speaking of that program you linked me up for the home repairs, I filled out the intake form and I'm just waiting for them to come and fix the front, and they're gonna get me a wheelchair ramp.
Sounds good. Feel free to contact them if you haven't gotten your appointment in like a week or so. Rachel, since you don't have a caregiver, how are you managing your medications?
Oh, my pharmacist told me to get this pill organizer. So Riley comes and puts all my weekly pills out. Working well. Yeah, as for all the rest, it's about the same. I mean, the neighbors offered to help in a lot of ways. I just can't, I can't expect that from them.
And how was it with your doctor? Did you go over your fall or your changes in vision?
I told you the fall, it wasn't worth mentioning. But I did talk about my vision, and I have an eye appointment. It's coming up soon.
And how about the bathroom and personal care? Were you able to pick a commode from the list I sent?
Yes, I did. The cheap one. Yeah, I mean, it's working fine. I haven't fallen again, and it doesn't take near as much effort to do the maneuver.
That's great. Now, I know you're waiting for a caregiver. Would you like some help as far as interview questions for potential prospects?
Yes, please. I definitely need this person to know what they're supposed to be doing, not like the other one.
Yeah, I know you didn't like your first one. And my hope is that you will match with somebody that you connect well with. How do you want to start?
Well, with that notebook right there, the green polka dot. Yeah. Can help me come up with some good questions.
Of course.
Thank you, Tony. I think we're off to a good start. Thank you, Tony. You always have some new idea for me.
Those are big changes, and I am glad to hear it.